Well, it feels good to be back here with you again, and I do hope that you've learned something new from the last time that we had this conversation. Well, I am Moses Humphrey, and this is ITAC. Today, we'll be exploring the importance of effective communication skills for students and professionals. Interesting one, I must say. Let's dive into it.
In the heart of Ondo State and Nigeria, there is a place where innovation thrives and dreams take flight. Welcome to Information Technology's Hub and Synergy. At ITAC, we're more than just a technology hub. We're a nurturing and synergistic community that fosters the creation and support of information technology products and services. Here, people from all walks of life come together to gain digital skills and access top-notch infrastructure, turning their ideas into successful digital ventures. Entrepreneurs find a home at ITAC, where they can transform their ideas into successful digital ventures. With the support of our vibrant community, we strive to establish an ecosystem that nurtures creativity, collaboration, and entrepreneurship, allowing individuals to flourish and make a meaningful, long-lasting difference. At ITAC, we embrace the convergence of technology, creativity, and business, fueling innovation and driving digital transformation. Our commitment to excellence, innovation, and partnership supports organizations and individuals in realizing their vision of making a lasting impact on the digital landscape. Join us at Information Technology Hub and Synergy, where innovation knows no bounds and dreams become reality.
So now the big question is, what is effective communication and why is it important? Well, effective communication is the ability to convey ideas, thoughts, and messages clearly and effectively.
Effective communication skills in the workplace. While schooling prepares us for some things, there usually isn't enough of a focus on how to communicate effectively. This can leave professionals with no idea what to focus on to improve their skills or where they may be lacking. Luckily, communication skills are easy to build as long as we retain awareness of them. Listening. While this one seems like a no-brainer, you might not be shocked by how many coworkers and bosses fail this basic skill test. Being a good listener is the most advised way to communicate because you understand the conversation much better if you know what's been said. Tip to improve listening. 5 steps to practice active listening. 1. Pay attention. 2. Ask clarifying questions. 3. Rephrase what they said to ensure understanding. 4. Repeat as needed. Friendliness. Miss Manners loves this one for a reason. Being friendly and creating an open environment go a long way in workplace communications. Smiles are great for this, as long as they are genuine. Being friendly lets people feel like they can and should talk to you. Tips to improve friendliness. Personalize whenever possible. When you're sending an email or seeing someone in the hall, saying, "Hi, Bill," or "Good morning, Susan, how was your coffee today?" makes you more approachable. Smile. Think of something funny to make it genuine and natural. Open-mindedness. Being open-minded is the ability to consider other points of view without staunchly sticking to your own. Open-minded workers are not married to their own ideas, opening communication channels, and idea workshopping. This makes everyone feel valid and supported. Tip to improve open-mindedness. Adopt a policy of listening to reasoning before every decision is made. Try phrases like, "This is my reasoning. Can you explain yours? And we can agree which we should go with." Or, "Can you help me understand your point of view?" Feedback. Giving and receiving feedback is a critical skill in every workplace. Without feedback, workers cannot know whether their methods are effective or need improvement. Therefore, everyone should look for ways to improve their feedback skills when giving and receiving. Tip to improve feedback. Try not to focus on buts. We often hear people start feedback with a compliment that is immediately erased by a but. For example, "I like the layout of this presentation, but your content wasn't right." Instead, use the compliment sandwich. "The presentation was great visually, and I really liked the layout. Once we work on elevating the content, it'll be perfect." Since you already have such a great organization of the ideas, we should be able to punch the content up easily. Nonverbal communication. Nonverbal communication accounts for 70 to 93% of communication, meaning that even when we're silent, people get up to 93% of a message, even if it's not the one we think we're sending. So, by learning how to leverage nonverbal communication properly, we can ensure we're sending the right message. Tips to improve nonverbal communication. Make and maintain eye contact to show you're paying attention, but don't stare. If they're not looking at you, and you've been looking longer than 5 seconds, you're staring. Relax your stance. Uncross your arms, relax your shoulders, and pay attention to what your face is doing. Communicate effectively. Effective communication often boils down to remembering that you are not the only participant in conversations or communication. The other person needs to be considered for communication to consider both parties' viewpoints, ideas, and development.
What are the benefits of effective communication, you would ask? Well, effective communication can improve relationships, increase productivity, and enhance overall success, especially in business. Well, as you get into life, you need the basic skills for effective communication. Let's show you how you can achieve these skills.
Communication enables a group of people to think and act together. Without communication, there will be no organization. Poor communication leads to poor coordination, and similarly, cooperation depends on communication. Now let's discuss some importance of communication. 1. Connection. Connection is the most important factor between the sender and receiver. Without connection, no one can build any relationship with others. And most importantly, communication helps one to connect with others. 2. The basis of coordination. The manager explains the private goals, achievement, interpersonal relationships, and organizational goals to the employees. This provides coordination between departments and employees. Here, communication acts as a basis for coordination. 3. Fluent working. A manager coordinates an organization's physical elements and humans to run it efficiently. This coordination is impossible without proper communication. 4. Increase in size. To handle a large scale of operation in a business firm, effective communication has been largely felt. 5. Growing specialization. An increase in departments has headed to the requirement of specialization inside the organization. Sound communication is essential for ensuring mutual understanding between different departments for the smooth functioning of the organization. 6. Competition. Due to globalization and liberalization, intense competition has resulted between public, private, and foreign banks. Now communicating through the newspaper, mass media, social media, advertisements, etc. has become the most important survival factor in the rat race. 7. Decision-making. Proper communication provides information that is necessary for decision-making for the managers. The decision shouldn't be taken in the absence of information. So, communication is the basis for making the correct decisions. 8. Trade union movement. Basically, trade unions are very powerful and strong. Consulting and regular exchange of information helps to maintain a healthy relationship between them. In this case, communication is considered the most necessary factor. 9. Human relations. To develop confidence and mutual trust, it is important for both employees and management to communicate with each other. In the management process, the participation of employees has brought in a sense of belonging and loyalty toward the organization. 10. Public relations. Every organization wants to keep its stakeholders, government, customers, and the other section of society informed about its products and contribution to society. It helps to build goodwill for the organization. 11. Personal. Good communication skills are required for every successful job. The ability to communicate in an effective manner is equally important for promotion in a career. A manager should be a good public speaker, and every employee should have the proper sense of communication to maintain their interpersonal relationships. This is why communication is so important in every field and every moment in our life. 12. Interpersonal relationships. Communication is the key to sharing a good relationship with your family members. Through communication, family members share their sorrow, happiness, thoughts, and stories. It helps you to share a good relationship with your family. Neglecting communication causes uncomfortable relationships with close members of your family.
Now, how can you improve your communication skills? Well, here are some tips that will help you improve your communication skills. First one is practice active listening. Oh yes. Use clear and concise language. Be respectful and empathetic. And also, ask open-ended questions. That way, you keep the conversation going. Well, clarify and be sure that you understand what the other person is saying before you respond. And if for any reason you don't understand, just ask them to repeat whatever it is they're saying.
How to improve communication skills. Having good communication skills is fundamental to success in many aspects of life. It can help you from personal to professional life and in many other situations. People who have good communication skills will see better productivity and improved relationships in every aspect of their lives. According to a survey by the National Association of Colleges and Employers, communication skills are recorded as the most important quality looked for in job candidates. Here are 12 effective tips you can use to improve your communication skills. Learn to listen. Listen more than you talk. Richard Branson. If a speaker can see and feel that someone is listening and understanding, that can help build a stronger, deeper relationship between conversationalists. Pay attention to body language. Your nonverbal communication cues, the way you look, listen, move, and react to another person, tells them more about how you're feeling than words alone ever can. When your nonverbal signals match up with the words you're saying, they increase trust, clarity, and rapport. Show respect. People have different opinions, different abilities, and different talents. Respectful communication involves the ability to effectively assert your own views and fully listen to the views of others. Don't multitask while communicating. Avoid using your phone, make eye contact, use people's names, and make sure what you've said is professional and respectful. Maintain eye contact. When you keep eye contact with a person to whom you are talking, it shows that you are focused and paying attention. It means that you are actually listening to what the person has to say. Avoiding eye contact shows that you are not paying attention to what the other person is saying. It could mean that you may not like the person and you don't want to continue the conversation anymore. These are the negative effects of avoiding eye contact. Ask questions. Asking questions is a powerful tool in communication. Questioning is a very good way of starting a conversation and keeping it going. It is also a very good way of obtaining more information about a particular topic. Have emotional awareness. Emotions play a major role in effective communication with others. Emotional awareness, or the ability to understand and manage your emotions, will help you succeed when communicating with other people. Avoid interrupting. Interrupting is the ultimate conversation killer. Sometimes people have problems with interrupting others. With constant interruptions, effective communication is almost impossible. Keep it positive. An important aspect of good communication skills is the ability to communicate positively. No matter how upset and stressed you are, try to stay positive, because no one wants to be around someone who is miserable and depressed. Speak clearly. Speaking effectively is defined as speaking in such a way that your message is clearly heard. Speaking clearly is a major part of communication. Some people tend to speak in a very low voice. Others are naturally soft-spoken. And there are those so fast that one word gets blurred into the next. Whatever your speaking style is, if people have difficulty hearing what you are saying, you can be sure you are not speaking clearly.
Well, with everything happening around the world is improving at a rapid pace. Well, let's look at what's happening in the world of technology. Tech in View comes up next.
Fintech, short for financial technology, refers to the use of technology to improve and automate financial services. It covers a broad range of areas, including mobile payments, online banking, digital lending, investment management, and cryptocurrency. Fintech companies typically leverage digital technology to create new and more efficient ways of delivering financial services. They use advanced algorithms, artificial intelligence, and big data analytics to provide faster and more accurate financial services to their customers. Here are some of the ways that Fintech works. Mobile payments. Fintech companies have developed mobile payment apps that allow users to pay for goods and services using their smartphones. These apps typically link to a user's bank account or credit card and use near-field communication, NFC technology, to transfer funds between the user and the merchant. Online banking. Fintech companies have created online banking platforms that enable users to access their accounts, check their balances, transfer money, and pay bills from their computers or smartphones. These platforms are typically more user-friendly and accessible than traditional banking systems. Digital lending. Fintech companies have developed digital lending platforms that allow borrowers to apply for loans online, without the need for face-to-face meetings or physical documentation. These platforms use advanced algorithms to assess a borrower's creditworthiness and determine the appropriate interest rate for the loan. Investment management. Fintech companies have created investment management platforms that use algorithms and machine learning to analyze financial data and make investment recommendations to users. These platforms often offer lower fees than traditional investment management services. Cryptocurrency. Fintech companies have developed cryptocurrency platforms that enable users to buy, sell, and store digital currencies such as Bitcoin and Ethereum. These platforms use blockchain technology to ensure the security and transparency of transactions. Overall, Fintech is changing the way we interact with money and financial services, making them more accessible, efficient, and innovative.
I am here today to know the success way to my career, about my career and my story, how to create a better career and to choose a successful career.
I learned great things because how I'm going to achieve my career when I grow up, because there are different kind of career we have when we grow up and different kind of skills. So I learned a good things about my skills, like that type of skills, technique skills and soft skills. So and soft skills is a great skills that we must have. So I am so happy that I learned it. Without this program, I cannot know I'm going to achieve my career.
Choosing the right career, because a lot of people now choose different career, but this program has educated me the success way and the pathway to choose a successful career that will be relevant in the future.
I came here to learn how my career affects my story. And since I've been here, I learned that we need skills, soft skills and technical skills. We also need skills like business skills, financial skills, God skills, and some other skills.
We are here to learn more about our career choices and how to manage our emotions. And we also learned on how to improve our employability.
So, what application are you dwelling on this week? Which one interests you the most this week? Well, right now, let's look at the app of the week. This might help you decide on the next app you need to download on your phone to help you achieve that target or that thing that you want to do with your device. Join us as we get into App of the Week. Well, how time flies when you're having fun. Well, that's how we come to the end of the program today. ITAC makes a return next time. I am Moses Humphrey. Join us again as we explore the world of information technology. Bye for now.